Hi. So, chapter 6 talked about language and the formation of words on a much more micro level than I thought of it in previous times. I thought of it maybe on more of a macro level of just the syntax aspect and what meaning are behind words. So, I talked about like phonological rules, which are rules for combining sounds. So, that's the sh and the t, and like why you combine this together in a word. And then it talks about morphological rules and how words or part of a word part of a word make a meaningful combination for meaningful words. It also talked about syntax rules and how words are sequenced together in a specific culture. And it gave an example of the difference between um, the English language and the Chinese language, of how English language gets to the point and then gives context, where Chinese language, I'm assuming they mean Mandarin or traditional Chinese, gives the context first and then gets to the point. So I just thought that was interesting. I've never really thought about that before. And then accents, everyone has them because everyone communicates with a different tone and inflection, and those are specific to the individual. So yes, everyone does have an accent regardless of whether your accent is specific to your region. Sometimes we say that you don't have an accent. So going forward, do I have an accent? Yes, I do. Do I think that it is specific to growing up and living in Alabama my entire life? No, hopefully not. I've tried really hard to not have one because I am from a very small area in Alabama, and most people have a very thick Southern accent, and that kind of transitions into the next question is, what accents do you think are really cool and what accents do you find annoying? The accent that I find annoying is very, very, very deep Southern accent. Never been for me. Just didn't like it. My mom is from nowhere really. She was an army kid, so she's very plain spoken, and I kind of took her accent a lot more than the people around me. And then an accent that I find really cool is probably cliche answer, and you're probably going to get 100 times, is the British accent. I really, really like the British accent. Grew up watching Harry Potter and have loved it ever since and tend to imitate it pretty well. And then an accent that I think is cool, that people think is cool in the U.S., is probably maybe a Boston accent. I almost said a New York accent, but I feel like Boston is more often intimidated in movies and just throughout the media, and New York accents can be made fun of a little bit more. So those are my thoughts, and thank you very much.